Donc lorsque je flingue, c'est toute ma putain de nation qui flingue avec moi. Tu vois ce que je veux dire?
Welcome back, everyone. This is Buddha with 3 rounds. Coach Terry, Jab University. What's going on, man?
Not much, busy, traveling.
Hey, that's what it is. And there's a good card tonight.
I know. As soon as we get out,
as soon as we get out this, we'll
if I
see
catch
this.
Abdullah.
Abdullah is man. He was real good in the
Keyshawn.
amateurs, and he's real.
I think this is the biggest test of Keyshawn's career so far.
Yeah, Charlie Cheeky had a real tough test just a moment ago. Yeah.
And then I think Teofimo should walk through if he gets up for the fight. Teofimo gets up for the big names. Every time he fights a big name, he looks like one of the coldest people ever. And then fights a middle of the road guy, slightly above average guy, kind of fights down to their level. So
most definitely, yeah, very true. So some boxing on a Thursday. Make sure to check it out. Some real good.
I like weekday boxing. Remember Tuesday night fights on USA?
Yep.
Yeah, man. Weekday boxing is a good thing.
There we go. So today we're gonna go. We were in Nevada, Las Vegas. On Monday, we're back in Las Vegas today as well. We're gonna talk to probably one of the youngest boxers we had on the show, Bantam. But the name recognition, right? You see the name now. It's out there. Constantly at nationals. So I think we're gonna see her name for years to come. So let's go ahead and talk there and bring her in. Let's see. Hey, chat. How we doing?
Good.
Awesome, Justin. First of all, thank you for taking the time to talk to us here for a little bit. This is the only podcast solely dedicated to amateur boxing. We interview boxers like yourself and everybody who's involved in the sport. So go ahead and say your name, city and state, and the name of the gym that you train at.
My name is Yullicia Buenrostro. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I box out of Pound for Pound Boxing.
Pound for Pound Boxing. We definitely know that gym. A lot of boxers coming out of there. First question I ask everybody is, how do you get involved? How do you get started with boxing?
Well, my parents put me in boxing so I can learn how to defend myself.
Okay. So what's your favorite part about boxing?
Competing.
I like that.
There you go. And I'm assuming you're 10. Is that right? All right. So you just getting started in this. So when you first got involved just for self-defense, did you just kind of fall in love with it right away? Like, did you keep going to the gym, right away? How was it? Because not everybody can do boxing. It's very demanding. How were you, just wanting to come back?
Well, I first got into boxing. Well, I just wanted to just mess around. I was always just messing around. Then after I had my first competition, I took it serious.
Okay, so do you remember your first fight?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Well, it was in Shreveport, Louisiana. My coach asked boxing if I can compete in the older division against 9-year-olds, and they let me compete, and I fought twice that day, and I won the gold medal.
Nice.
Right away, competing at the nationals, getting a gold medal. Like, how was that ride back? Were you excited to get back in the gym? I'm assuming first time out, you coming back with some medal around your neck. Like, how did you feel afterwards?
I just felt great, and I just wanted to keep competing, so I just kept doing it, and I'm here today.
All right. So, do you watch boxing?
Yeah, I watch a lot of pros and Team USA.
All right. Did you watch boxing before you started boxing?
I think I used to watch it with my dad, but I don't know. I don't
know. So who are you watching? Which are your favorite pros?
I'm watching Sunisa Estrada, Gervonta Davis, Charlie Sheehy, Xander Zayas. I like
all good names. All good names. I like them all. Young ones too. They're all young ones.
Right. And one of the things that I've noticed, just kind of following you on social media and just kind of seeing you in the tournaments and competing, Um, you know, like you've met Sinisa Stroud, one of the boxers you just mentioned. Like you're in Las Vegas, so there's a lot of pros. Is you know, how is it out there? Are you always kind of? It seems like you're in the right place at the right time. Are you just enjoying having all those pros around you?
Um, I enjoy having all the pros because like it inspires me that I could be on their level and like I can be on the stage one day.
You go.
Yeah, it seems like everybody goes to Vegas to get the good work too, since it's already there.
Right.
Yeah, it's already there. So like you've been Shreveport, so like out of all these little towns you've been to with the USA boxing tournaments, which one's your favorite?
I like the Silver Gloves Nationals.
Silver Gloves, where were you at? Kansas City?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas City is a pretty
No,
cool town.
Independence, Missouri.
Independence, same place.
Ah,
It's
same place, right? But
the
yeah,
same place. Why do you like that one so much?
I like it because like I like the belts. The belts are really nice.
I know the U.S. championships, peewees, bantams, and intermediates get like the medals, but the juniors and up get belts. So I get it. Silver gloves, y'all the show. Y'all get the belts. That's cool.
definitely. And um, so walk us through a typical kind of training day for you. Like you're just getting, you're 10 years old, so you've seen, probably a lot of drills and stuff. Like, what's a typical day for you when you're training? What are you doing?
So I usually just like get my homework out the day, really, like out of the way, and then I usually get ready, for boxing, and then like whatever else I had to do, like football or any of that, I would go to it, and then I usually get home, and just go to sleep, play a little bit.
Okay, so like, what's your favorite thing to do in the gym?
I like sparring. I like sparring.
I like that. Yeah, because running's dumb.
But you're at a gym where there's a lot of top amateurs that train there often and at pros. Like, how is it just being around, at pound for pound and being around some of these coaches that have a lot of knowledge and teaching you? Just give us the feeling of how it is being at pound for pound.
Um, I like it because like it pushes me. They push me a lot. They get me better every day. There's good work, like good sparring work, and it's very hard. We push ourselves a lot every day.
Okay, so being a little girl in boxing, see, we're old guys, so we remember boxing way before Clarissa Shields. We remember when Jennifer Hahn was still fighting. Are there a lot of girls in your gym boxing?
There's a little bit. There's a
There's a
little bit.
little bit. Okay, and are you able to find a lot of competition when you go to fights?
Not out here in Vegas, no, but I usually got to travel to get experience and stuff. But I've been sparring boys and stuff, so
Okay.
I already know all the styles and stuff, so I'm really already used to it.
She knows all the stuff. So where are you going to get these fights? Because everybody with little girls got to know where to go.
Yeah.
I usually get all my fights at nationals.
Oh wow, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, it makes sense because yeah, I mean that's where everybody kind of goes to compete, and you got to travel for those, right? You have to go out there, and I, that's one of the things about with somebody that goes into boxing as as a sport as a kid. Maybe you don't know about having to travel to tournaments and being out for a week at a time. Like, how did you like that part of boxing that you had to go out and you probably miss school? Probably that's probably good or bad depending on how you take it. But how do you feel about just traveling and having to go all over the place? You've seen new places and everything.
Um, I think it's great. I like traveling a lot because I can see around the world that every time I travel a new place, it's always cool because I'm traveling the world
Yeah. Are you guys flying or driving?
flying for sure.
Flying?
Flying.
Oh, okay. Most kids I always found as a coach, the kids like driving, they don't gotta drive.
Yeah,
Like they just
exactly.
riding and looking out the window. They want to take the road trips. The coach is like, nah, man, let's fly.
Yeah, most
All
definitely.
right. So, like, being a young girl, right, that's doing a sport that's not a school sport, right? Do all the teachers and your friends know you box?
Yeah, they do.
All right. And then are they, when you're at tournaments, are they watching the fights? Because we had some people say the teachers put the fights on in the classroom.
Well, I'm homeschooled right now. But, like, I go to a school that I go like 1 day a week, but
Oh,
I don't think they watch me.
they should.
Yeah,
Crazy.
most definitely. But real quick, this is 3 Rounds Live, number 174. We're out in Las Vegas, Nevada, talking to Yullicia Buenrostro, Super Bad. That's the nickname. Currently number one at the Bantam division, 65 pounds. Just competed at the National Silver Gloves not too long ago, and also at Nationals. Seems seem to be competing at all these national tournaments. How do you get ready for those? When you're getting closer to tournament time, is that when you guys are traveling more for sparring? Like, how walk us through a little bit how you get ready for these tournaments.
Well, I usually spar a little bit more. Like we do fast 3 rounds like a fight, but I spar like usually like every day when it's time to fight, and we like pick up everything, like we pick up the work and stuff.
You're so small. I'm assuming you don't have to diet to make 65 pounds, do you?
Um, just a little bit. I
Oh,
don't.
okay. That's the sucky part about boxing, huh? Make a weight. Yeah, buddy.
Especially during Thanksgiving. Oof, man, can't
Man,
eat
what?
anything. What do you think about that? Is that fair? They're putting a national tournament right after Thanksgiving. How does that make you angry?
Since I don't really have a cut, no, not really. I can probably eat just a little bit, but not that much.
Oh man,
Maybe
lucky
maybe it's
you.
something down the line, right?
Yeah, lucky you.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, I remember when there was no girls boxing, but now there's more and more and more. Um, how do you, if you run into a girl that does other sports, like, are you encouraging her to come out and box?
No, um, they could do what they love, like do what they want to do. I never want to force anybody to do this sport. They could just they do it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. And what is that part of it? What do you have to have for to give boxing a shot? Do you just kind of have to like have fighting or throwing punches or something, or what is there something that you need to have to try out the sport? Because you said you don't want to force anybody, but obviously a lot of people like to box. So what do you think they have that they go to the sport?
But you gotta have mental toughness. You gotta be mentally tough for this sport because um, this sport's a hard sport. So this is one of the hardest sports I think in my hands. But you just gotta be mentally tough up here, and that will just like make you tougher, and you'll be good really.
Okay,
I agree with
so
that.
um, when how many fights do you have?
29.
29 fights. So you getting there. You
Yeah.
get a lot of fights. You're almost to 30. What's your most memorable fight?
I think I like my first nationals. I like my first nationals because I fought 2 9-year-olds when I was only 8 years old.
And you kicked their butt.
Came home with the
Yeah.
medal. That's it. Yeah, I would remember that too. But you know, let's take us back to this tournament national at the Silver Cliffs. How did you feel? I know you had a bye, in the beginning of the tournament, and then you just wind up going straight to the finals. Do you like it when you have a bye, or would you like to kind of fight first and then kind of work yourself to the finals, and then walk us on that finals? How did you feel, and how did it go?
Um, I don't like having the bye because to me, I just want to like fight twice. I want to get 2 fights in, but I always get the bye, which sucks. But in the finals, I was a little nervous. I usually listen to my motivational music, which got me a little hyped. And then once I got in the ring, I already knew I was it was go time. So I just had to go in there, do what I do. Then it came out and got the dub.
Okay, so motivational music. What do you listen to? Kids Bop? What you listening to?
No, I just listen to Beach on Spotify, really.
Okay.
There you go. Kids pop, this guy said.
I don't know. I don't know what kids listen
Hey,
to these days.
most definitely. So I saw a little clip that even the local news station was interviewing you. I think it was prior to the Civil Gloves. Um, so you got cameras around you. People kind of start recognizing your name now. Like, does that put a little bit of pressure on you that the people know who you are? Maybe to have some expectations, or does that make you kind of just work harder in the gym? Like, how are you dealing with that? Just kind of being out there in front of people and getting that recognition a little bit now.
I think it motivates me to work a little hard because I got people looking up to me. It's the older teenagers that look up to me, so it just pushes me to be a little hard on myself.
Okay. So if you could fight anybody in the history of boxing to test your skills against, who are you fighting?
Any anybody. It doesn't even matter. It's all about experience. I already fought a boy, older girls, bigger girls. I already know it doesn't matter.
Nice. She's like, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah, I like the confidence. You need that. You need it in the sport. You gotta know that you're gonna win, right? Like and go in there with that mentality. You were telling us just a moment ago that you listen to music to kind of get you hyped up and everything. And when you do get through those ropes and it's about to get started, like the ref calls you to the center of the ring. Like, are you? How do you come out the corner? Are you one of those that like has to hit the corner like mad, or you got to stomp? Like, how do you come out?
I just come out hyped. I just come out like I'm about to mess this girl up. That's my mentality. And this year, it's Kobe year, so I gotta have that mentality. And I just come out strong. Gotta do what I gotta do. Listen to my corner, and you know, come out with the dub.
All right. If you were to describe yourself as a boxer, how would you describe yourself, your skill set?
Good footwork, hit and not get hit.
Yeah, that's a
That's the
good
formula
strategy.
right there. Most definitely. And you know, you're in bantam, so you kind of just kind of getting started, but you know that there's a lot of work to do, right? This is a sport that you always have to be in the ring, keep getting sharper, keep improving things. That have you're talking about this year and trying to having a good year. What do you think you're gonna have to work on? You have to work more on like defense, off like what are the type of things that you think you can improve?
There's always room to improve. So like every fight, even if you win or lose, it's always time to improve. We always gotta improve something. So we can always work on something: footwork, hands up, movement, defense. There's always something to improve.
Okay, so how do you feel about YouTube boxers?
Um, I don't know. I don't watch YouTube boxers.
Good. Don't do it. It's terrible. It's trash. It lowers your boxing IQ.
Oh man, I mean, I can't argue with that. I can argue with that. Uh, let's talk about the nickname, right? Super bad. There's a pro boxer with the same nickname.
There's
Super
two.
bad. Look at that. So
Tony Harrison.
right. Uh, so tell us about how you get it, and because I think you've met Sinise a person as well.
hmm Um, So I got my nickname from Sinisa Estrada. So I asked her on Instagram if I can use her nickname, and she said I was like the only one that can use her nickname. So now I just been rolling with the super bad, but my parents always tell me like if you want to have super bad, the nickname super bad, I gotta be a super bad. So that's what I'm trying to do.
There you
I
go.
like what your parents said. You gotta kind of earn it, but at least you asked her. Most people wouldn't have
Yeah,
asked her anything. At least you asked. That was courteous of you.
that, that's
If some
very cool.
people
And
feel it.
it's very cool that she replied and was it's awesome. That's great. I think it was when I found out that that's how it happened. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool of her.
You know, it's really crazy. I noticed the women's champions, the boxers, communicate a lot more with the fans via social media than I guess some of the guys do.
Wow, there you
Um,
go.
I already heard about it. I'm pretty sure they do because the young fans look up to them, so they gotta inspire them.
Yeah, that's cool because I trained Joss, and like I swear to God, she knows more people than I do, and I've been in boxing since 1992. She know everybody. She's done like workouts with like Clarissa. I was like, how do you know these people?
Man, they're approachable. They're nicer. I don't know.
They are nicer. They seem a lot more approachable, a lot nicer. So if you had a chance to sit down and talk to any champion in history and kind of pick their brain for to get better, get some knowledge in the game, who would you pick?
Ooh, that's a hard one. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good fighters there. I don't know though. I don't know. There's a lot of good ones.
I don't know what your generation would say, but my generation older would always say Muhammad Ali. That's kind of their go-to,
Yeah.
or Mike Tyson, but they would be nervous to sit and talk with him.
Yeah, probably is what I would hear. So, uh,
Probably have Mike Tyson because I like his motivation and stuff.
Oh yeah, kind of a scary guy too. I like it.
uh, so going through your social media, you've been at like pro events. You're in the boxing mecca. There's events happening right now as we speak. Like, going to these, these fights and these events and everything. Just kind of being around that atmosphere. Like, uh, what does that kind of make you feel? Do you want to strive to be in that position? Like, does the pro game kind of seem more interesting, or is the Olympics something that's your first focus?
I think the Olympics is my focus because I want to try to go for the gold medal, and then I'm gonna probably shoot for the world champion and the pros. But watching all these pros in the ring, like Teofimo and all of them, I know I could be there one day under the lights, under those bright lights, and then being amazing, being something and never losing, being a world champion. It's always my dream.
That's pretty cool. So, like, so you go to a lot of pro events, right? Versus you go to a lot of amateur tournaments. Like, what's the biggest difference in the atmosphere to you?
Um, I don't know. I just feel like pros, they're longer rounds, so like all the fun is gonna be happening at the late rounds, and then in the amateurs you only get like 3 rounds. So like once the first bell rings, it's like they're already going at it.
Oh yeah, they get started a lot earlier, and I always know the pros got more fans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the amateurs are good. They're exciting, right? You got 3 rounds. Ain't nobody out there but your mama. That makes me so mad. I wish amateur boxing would bring like people that just aren't involved in the tournament to watch. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, most definitely. You were talking about one of the things that you think somebody should have when they enter the sport is being mentally tough, right? Kind of dealing with some of those things that because you're not going to win them all, right? It's amateurs. It's about experience. You mentioned that word a couple times, but when you do go to a tournament and get a setback and you don't get the win, for whatever reason, uh, how's that ride home? How's that conversation with coach? Like, what are you guys trying to get from when those setbacks to make sure that you're ready for the next one?
We just look at the judge, what the judges didn't see that I did good at, or like didn't like about the fight. So we just try to pick on the things that I could have did better at, and then we work at it on it at the gym for the next fight, so we don't make the same mistake.
All right, so we all know, all of us have been in the gym boxing, right? It's one of these things. You don't do it till you get it right. You do it till you can't possibly get it wrong. And then sometimes it can become a little monotonous, maybe boring a little. How do you keep this great sport we like from being boring to you?
Well, I usually just do other sports to keep me active. So like I do flag football, so I can just like get a little kid, be a little kid, and like do a fun sport. And then I do boxing, which is gonna be hard. It might be boring sometimes, but it's all gonna pay off one day.
Okay, that's cool. Most of the people in my gym just start making fun of me. It keeps them happy.
That's
Josh
what it
hits.
is. Oh man,
Ari hits me. They make fun of me. They don't like my old music.
they will take your old. Real quick, 3 rounds live, number 174. We're talking to Yullicia Buenrostro, super bad, out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Currently number 1 at 65 bantam. So he's just getting started. And already, was it 20, 30 plus bouts, almost 30 bouts. So there's already a lot of experience there, right? And by the time you're a junior, youth, I think we're going to see some all that work pay off, right? The skills is going to be in a different level. Just the amateurs in general, the skill level is crazy. So how busy are you going to you guys going to try to stay this year? You try to get to all the tournaments. Are you going to be out in Albuquerque? Is that when we're going to see you competing next?
I think I might be competing at JO's next because I'm gonna be going to the Sinisa Estrada fight, and instead of Albuquerque. But I think I'm gonna go to JO's next for my next tournament.
In your defense, I used to live in Albuquerque. I'd go to Sinisa Estrada fight too.
And she's it's going to be an excellent bout, I think. Isn't Sinisa
Valle. She's fighting
Valle?
Valle. Yeah, coached by Coach G's teammates with Right Hook Roxy. Right. I think this might be the biggest fight for women that weight, maybe ever.
Seriously, it is a great matchup, and you're going to be ringside, so you're going to be there cheering.
Ringside.
Well, I don't know ringside, but you're definitely going to be in the building. I don't know. Talk to Cities. You guys have the same nickname. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out, but it'll be great to just see that because those matchups, women's matchups,
that's a good
of late they've been excellent. And this one is definitely no exception.
I actually think they have better matchups than the men by far. For one, they'll all chase that undisputed title.
Yeah, most definitely.
Jessica McCaskill's fought for it. Cameron's fought for it. Katie has fought for it. What's her name? Puerto Rican girl fought Katie.
Amanda Serrano.
Serrano fought for it. Like they're all chasing that. They'll jump up and wait and fight each other. Sinisa jumped up to fight Marlene. The girls will make it happen. They really will. They'll make it happen. How do you feel about that? Like the guys, it seems they'll fight each other on Twitter before they fight each other in real life. But the girls that get at it, what do you think makes them do that?
I think because they all have one dream. They all want to be undisputed. They all want to be a world champion one day. So if you want to be a world champion, you gotta fight the best of the best. And, talking in the ring. Well, there's
a little bit of talking in the ring. A little bit. Just a little bit.
On social media or all that, like all the boys do.
Yeah, the dudes just want to be the champion of Twitter.
Yeah, most definitely. That's true. Now, you said your dad brought you, to boxing for self-defense. Does he coach too? I'm assuming he's around you and kind of really like. You said he when he does coaching and you guys are kind of going through this journey together. Like how's your relationship been? Like I know, kids and parents, they could always bump heads. Like how do you guys kind of maintain that? Make sure that you guys are staying focused, but not getting everybody's nerves.
I mean, we're all competitive. Me and my dad's competitive. Even like at the gym, competitive. Even when we're playing video games and stuff, he always goes hard on me. Like, why? Why he gotta go hard on me? Like, why?
No easy dubs. No easy dubs.
Hey.
No, I'm a dad. No easy dubs. If I can beat you at something, you're gonna get beaten.
Yeah.
Ooh, he always
It'll
wants.
make you better. It'll make you better in the long run. There you go. There you go.
But
But no,
eventually you'll beat him. So he's got to get all his wins now. He's
That's
got
why
to get them all now.
he be playing Madden and he be beating me. Like, I'm like, is this close? He's like,
Oh man! Eventually you'll be beating him. So yeah, he's got to get all his wins right now.
yeah.
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling him.
So a lot of boxers, not all of them, but their dad's a coach or their mom or whatever. So they're all kind of they have this special bond. You're just going through it. You're gonna be doing this for you. He's always gonna be there. But how is it? Just you get the win. You turn around. Your dad's right there. You guys are sharing the victory. Like, how does it feel just having them right there, kind of sharing all these moments as you go through this journey?
I like it because my dad's because he's competitive and stuff, but it's like all love at the end of the day. We always like because he every time I compete and I win, he's the one that leaded me to victory. So I always want to thank him.
Oh, that's what's up.
Awesome.
That's what's up. That's so cool. All right, so in the corner, all right. He ever had to give you a talking to for not listening to him?
No,
Oh,
no.
you're a good kid. You're a good kid. 'Cause
Always,
I've had to talk to all of them. My kids, the other kids, like, what's wrong with your ears today? Sometimes they just don't be listening, man.
I know. One time I didn't listen because like in Wichita, Kansas, my dad's like box. I was like, I'm going for a stoppage. I'm going for a stoppage. Like,
All right. Hey, did you get the stoppage?
yeah, I got it.
All right, then you were right. You're right. You're right. You're okay. But if you didn't get the stoppage,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he would have had different words for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. It seems like you're enjoying, what you're doing. It definitely shows in the ring. You're aggressive. You're doing what you're supposed to do, especially at the level that you are. And have your goals changed since you started? Because first it was about learning self defense, but now you're collecting. I see a belts back there. Like, how have your goals been changing? And what excites you about just continuing your boxing journey?
Well, I just feel like all Team USA, I always look up to them. So even all the pros and stuff, like I said. But I never have changed my goal ever since like my first fight. I always wanted to keep competing, keep winning, and I always had one goal on my mind, and it's just being world champion, being an Olympic gold medalist. So yeah.
All right. This is a unique question. If there was one thing in training you could take out and just get rid of it and never have to do again, what would it be?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, all the things are good, but I'll probably say all the bad days. I would say.
Oh, you have bad day. Yeah, I do. I would take out running. As a coach, I like to make the run, but as a boxer, like, nah, I hate running.
But I gotta do track, but I feel like it just gets you better each day. Your conditioning gets up, and you do probably good conditioning. You probably do like better in your fights.
Probably why I'm
Hey,
coach, not a runner.
she's selling running to you, man. This is all the positives you
Hey,
need to
look, she did a good job selling it, but I ain't buying it. That's why I'm
not
fat
doing
now. I don't want to run.
it. What's your favorite punch the land and just when you're doing mitt work or whatever it is, and have you landed that punch in a fight, and anything that excites you, like an uppercut or anything? Do you have a favorite punch that you like to land?
I like my jab. I like my jab because I can do a lots of things with my jab. I can throw a stiff jab, up jab, a slip jab, catch jab. I could do a lot of things with my jab. Just with my jab, I can move and jab. I can plant my feet and jab. I can do a lot of things with my jab. That's why I like my jab.
Perfect.
Just by you saying that means your coach is doing his job.
That's it.
Yeah, your coach is doing his job for you to trust your jab like that and have a versatile jab at that. That's cool. So let's talk fashion. Who has the best ring outfits?
By who?
Like any pros walk out. Who has the best? Who wears the best gear?
They're all made. They're all made.
They're all mid.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I like. I like the outfit Caleb Plant wore against Benavidez. That was dope. And the outfit that Devin Haney wore the first fight down there at Cambosis, where it was custom made, like spray painted, looked super cool.
Yeah.
They're okay. They're okay.
They're okay. I can't wait till you turn pro so I can see what a real fashionista looks like out there.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, we just gotta wait and see.
We gotta wait and see.
Turn, we'll see.
Like Jose Benavidez's outfit with Charlo. I like the colors. The colors are nice. I like the blue and pink. I think it was a blue and pink.
Oh, okay, yeah. That was a dope one. Yeah, that was a dope one. And then I thought Crawford's. It wasn't the most like colorful outfit when he fought Spence and he had the fishnet on there because they called him the big. I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah, that was cool. Definitely. So, as we start kind of gathering our final questions here, one of the things that I noticed, we posted that you're going to be out and we're going to talk to you. I saw, familiar just boxers from within, your division, maybe a little older, maybe a little younger. Like you go to these tournaments, you got the best in the country there, but you talk to other boxers, you're starting to make, friends. Like, how is it just kind of having that? You guys are going to be growing together in this amateur scene. Is it cool? You get to see, your friends every couple of months.
I like it because it's friends. We always help each other. We might spar. We might talk to each other. We're best friends. Some of us were friends. It's all love at the end of the day. And then I got other girls that I know on Instagram, older girls that look up to me. So it just pushes me to do better in the gym, to work harder, and yeah.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool. So at these amateur tournaments, right? Team USA ain't there because they're protected over here at the OTC. So like, when you're not fighting, who are you sitting down watching at the amateur tournaments?
I usually watch like all the amateur fighters, like everyone I know. So like I usually watch Marley McNeely.
Baby Bug.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, she gets down, dog. Like I like her.
I also watch Joss.
Yeah, with her crazy self. Yeah.
I watch Brianna Martinez.
Yeah, Bam. Yep, the Bam girls. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more because there's a lot of good ones.
Oh man, there's so many.
I know a lot of. I usually watch my friend from out here, Marley Guerra. I usually watch her. I watch Nathan Lugo sometimes. Zaquan Stephen Navarro.
Hey, Steve Navarro was so good, man.
Man. Yeah, these are all great names that you're saying. Very skillful, and you have that focus and that drive. Nothing that can say that you'll be the names that some younger other kids will be talking about. As they talk about their best amateur boxers. So, you got any final questions, Coach? What you got?
Yeah, magic wand. Hey, you got magic wand, and you can fix anything there is to fix about this sport of boxing. Abracadabra, have at it.
I think the judges like to be more fair, in show bouts, because we all got like bad judges in show bouts, not fair and stuff. So
This is true.
I would say judges for show bouts.
Yeah, this is true. This
And
is
and you're just kind of starting your career, even though you already have about 30 bouts. But has there been a bout when they go to the decision and then it goes the other way, but you're like, how did that happen? I felt like have you had a bout that you thought you won, but it went the other way? And how did you deal with it? What did your dad tell you? Like, don't worry about that, or anything that comes at you that you had experience?
Yeah, I think I had a couple bouts, probably like two bouts or something. But I had a couple bouts, but so, that I try to look for what the judges didn't think it was in my hands. So I try to see that and try to see what that girl did better than what she did. So I just dealt with it, worked harder in the gym, and then got a win after.
yeah, and all you discovered was the judges needed glasses. Uh, yeah.
That it's pretty much you've already dealt with it. I'm sure you'll deal with it moving forward. We keep on talking. Hopefully they make some changes to improve it. But until we get to that point, we'll see. But like I said, when we had mentioned that you were going to be out here, there's a lot of people that are cheering you on. You have just a great community support. How does it feel having all that love and people just want to see you win?
Um, I I think it feels good because like I said, I got girls around the world and like older girls that look up to me. That it just inspires me to work harder, and always like I'll be like looking up to other ones too. So, you know, yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Any
All right,
final?
man. Give all your shout outs. Tell us, shout out your mama, daddy, whoever. Shout out everybody.
I wanna shout out to my coach Rich because he pushed me. He's the one that made my jab be sharp. Always had me working on perfection. So did my dad. I wanna give all my supporters. I wanna give a shout out to everyone that donated to me, like Edgar Berlinga, Rama Ali, and Sunisa Estrada to tournaments to help me get there, and you know to really everyone that has been following my journey. So just keep following my journey, and I want to give a shout out to my all my family and friends. All my teammates that pushed me. You know, sparring partners and all that, and yeah.
Hey, man, you dropped some big names. You dropped Edgar Berlanga in there too. Dang. Hey,
Yeah.
look at
So
you.
she's definitely in the among the right type of people that you want to be around, especially in this sport. And it's great to see these boxers in these positions giving back. The amateurs, young amateurs like Yullicia here. So excited to see you kind of develop in this sport. You have great focus. Has like you're in a great gym. Your dad's right there. I'm sure your mom's right there near her. Try to make this happen, and uh, I'm sure we'll keep on seeing you moving forward. So that's all we got. Teofimo, you mentioned Teofimo. He's going to be fighting here later on today.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of stuff. So with that, we'll be back next week. I appreciate everybody tuning in to the only podcast solely dedicated to amateur boxing. Thanks, chap. We'll see you later. Hey, coach.
Hey, take care, guys.
Take it easy.